Good morning, student. This is Vasumit Banchori, your IP teacher. Welcome to online session classes session 2020-21. So, student, today we'll discuss about bare bones of a Python program. It means what is the basic structure of Python program. It is mentioned here. Uh, Now we are going to talk about the basic structure of Python programs. What all it can contain. Before we proceed, have a look of following sample code. Look at the code and then proceed to the discussion that follows. So student, first see the code and what we are saying about the content, about the code here. So many statement, expression, blocks are given here. So this is the structure of code, and then after this we'll discuss about the discuss about the brief description of all the functions and commands, expression, all this. So student, hashtag, this is program source, program components. Then hashtag definition of functions. Cu function sign follows here. Cu is a function, and this function is not a built-in function. This here user build function is here, cu. Then while after that print under that time to say goodbye is written there. So print command is used to print the output or print whatever you want to print on the screen. Give at the under the bracket with double quotes, that will be print, or on that place you can call the function also. Then what is the output of that function you call. Then after in the printout print line, after that print line it will show as output. And if you want to print some line, this print is used help for displaying the line, also displaying the content also. Then here come to the statement a equal to 5, b equal to a minus 10, print a plus 3. These are the expressions. Expressions means the values, and a b print is a statement here. So in other that we are other language, we have to initialization, or we have to give the first data type and then we have to initialize. Suppose in other C or C++, first we have to give the value of a means or which data type a indicates. So if we suggest to initialization of the number, so here we have to give a equal to 15. Then in C language or C++ language, in this must we have to mention first that the value of a should be integer or float or string. So first we have to write the data type and then write the variable name and then value. But in Python we have to write only the statement and expression together. After that, in the time of execution, interpreter will decide which type of data type should interpreter give that particular statement, and then afterwards interpreter display the output. So like this is the structure. Then indentation. Here indentation in other programming language, the writing method, program writing method, or to print out method is different from here. Here you have to mention some indentation you had learned in word document, that indentation means we had to set the line in between two lines or two paragraphs. That is used for indentation to give the gap or to give white space there. So here also indentation means you have to give the white space while writing the program, because this only shows the expression, and this only shows the which display the output for the program. So at the last, hash is given here. Hash is used for comments. Suppose that last year we had learned in HTML that while writing the code, if you want to give some knowledge to the other user, why you had written this tag, or why this tag is used here, what is the use of this tag here. So you have to mention the slash line and then write the knowledge acknowledgement there. So the same here also, hashtag we are using while writing the comment, the interpreter will not read the comment, and not reading the comment and not showing in output also. Only for the user information, the user is writing the comment. Here hashtag is using, hashtag is shows as comment. As you can see that the above sample program contains various components like expression, statements, comments, functions, block indentation. Let us now discuss various components shown in above code. First one is expression. Expression is an legal combination of symbols that represent a value. It means here expression represents only a value. An expression represents something which Python evaluates and then produce a value. Means that value you are giving Python to do the calculation or do any evaluation there, and then afterwards to produce a value. So here how to write that, some examples of expressions are 15 2.9 expression that are value only. It is given here value only, but here a plus 5 and 3 plus 5 in bracket slash 4, it is a complex expression that produce a value when evaluated. Means first one only value is mentioned here, so the output should be 15 and 2.9 only. Then the next expression here, uh, expression is given first, but you have to first evaluate this method, this expression, and then afterwards to give the answer. So this is a complex expression, like this it works. Then next, statement. While an expression represents something, a statement is programming instruction that does something. Some action takes place. Suppose print hello. Here you have to print a hello. So a statement is a programming instruction that does something, means that you are giving instructions to print something. So first of all you have to write the print, and under the function bracket in curly quotes, in double quotes, you have to write what you want to write on the screen. While an expression is evaluated, a statement is executed that some action takes place, and it is not necessary that a statement result in a value. It may or may not add a value. Suppose sometimes you are giving some statements to do the functions, to do the functional expressions, but sometimes uh, it shows only the value, it shows only the output that we had written after the statements line. Then come to the comments. Comments are the additional readable program information which is read by the programmer but ignored by Python interpreter. In Python, comments begin with symbol hashtag and end with the end of physical line. So here if you want to give any acknowledgement or acknowledge, or any line if you want to any note if you want to give, then with the help of this hashtag in between your programming which you are writing, in between that programming you can give any comment also with the help of this. Here the physical line beginnings with hashtag as a full line command. There are 3 full line commands in the above program are hashtag. This program shows the program components. Then hashtag definition of function cu, that program earlier we had seen. Like this the hashtag is mentioned written there na, that all are the command line only, not in the program. Then the fourth command in an inline command, as it starts in the middle of a physical line after Python code. So that code is known as inline command. Inline command means if you are writing the command in that function, in that particular function, after that function, if you are writing or in between the line that you are writing, that is known as inline command. But that particular line you are writing the command. And then full line command means you are giving the hashtag and then writing the command. These are the full line commands. Then come to the multi-line commands. What if you want to enter in multi-line commands or a block commands? You can enter a multi-line command in Python code in 2 ways. First one is you have to select write the hash symbol in the beginning of every physical line part of a multi-line comments. Like this, the example is given here. Multi-line comments useful for detailed additional information. We are using this line with the help of hashtag. And then second one is type command as a triple quoted multi-line string. So if you want to give the multi-line quoted multiple lines if you want to give, so you have to give the triple quoted multi-line string. Means apostrophe, that comma is given triple time, three times you have to give, and then start writing the comments. And then after that, if you want to close that comment, so again you have to give three comma means quote, double quote or single quote, both you have to write here, both are valid for that command function. Then come to the function. A function is a code that has a name and it can be reused, executed again by specifying its name on the program where needed. So what is the meaning of function? A function is a code that has name and it can reused. Reuse means suppose we have to made one function. That functions any calculations, any method you can give that, and at the time of writing the program, if you want that function, then you can call only that function. If you are calling the function like this, here cu function sign is given there. So in that function some calculations should be done. Earlier we had mentioned the function, then change the properties, what is the use of that function. That function we had made earlier, and then again if you are calling in the program, so that function will execute or will do its work and then give the output. Like this the function call. Then calling a function becomes a statement. Example, print is a function, but when you call print uh, print function to print something, then that function call becomes a statement. Suppose if you are giving the print and print under that you are writing something, so that is come to in the statement. And if you are calling simply print function, so that is a function type. For now, only this one introduction of function is sufficient. You will learn about functions chapter number 9. Then blocks and indentation. Sometimes a group of statements is part of another statement or function. Such a group of one or more statements is called block or code block or suite. Suppose you are writing the print values. If you want to print values and then you giving the print one by one, so this is known as the block, and same as indentation also. So you have to give first the white space, and that in white space if you are writing the statement, that statement is known as a block. Many language use such as C, C++, Java, etc. use symbol like curly bracket to show the blocks, but Python does not use any symbol for it, rather it uses indentation. So in C or C languages, we are using curly bracket while calling the function, while writing the print function or calling any function. But in Python, no need to write any symbol. Not Python is not using any symbol. Only it is using indentation. Indentation means white space. So you have to give a proper white space, so the interpreter will read clearly and then show the output. This is the method how to write a statement. Then this is the group of individual statement which make a single block is called a suite in Python. Consider some more examples showing indentation to create blocks. This is the example of indentation. Here the white space is also mentioned here, and if function is also given, the indentation is also mentioned here. So Python rules and conventions you read by your own this, what are the different rules. Then come to the variables and assignments. Variables, a variable in Python represents name location that refers to a value whose value can be used and pursued during the program run. So suppose if you want to give any names or anything, if you want to give, so you have to first initialization do the initialization of variables. That variable you can give any name like this here. Marks is given equal marks equal to 7. So here variable name is marks and value is 70. Now creating a variable. How to create? Recall the statement we used just now to create a variable marks. Marks equal to 70. As you see that we just assign a value of numeric type to an identifier name, and Python created a variable for of the type similar to the type of value assigned. In short, after that statement, you can say the marks is a numeric value because marks is a variable and marks value is numeric. So marks is a numeric value here. Then so creating variables was just as simply only. Yes, you are right. Python create a variable just assigned to its name value and appropriate. For example, to create a variable name student to hold student name and variable age to hold student age. So here while initialization the name to create a variables, the Python will hold the value and then afterwards it stored in the storage there. Student name is Jacob, age 16. Python will internally creates label referring with these values shown as student Jacob and age 15. Like this it creates. So train number equal to t, and what are the more what are variables and how it shows and how we can find out the different types of variable. It is mentioned here train number equal to this. So here the value is a string type. So variable created a string type and value is also a string. Then balance equal to 23456.75. So here variable numeric, but it is floating type. Floating type that we had learned earlier, that floating means in floating data type we have to give the we have also give the number as decimal type. So here decimal number is given here, so we are using the floating point. So next roll number equal to 105. That 105 is given here, so roll number should be only a integer form, not in a floating form, because we are not giving roll number as point number, the decimal number. So here roll number data type is integer number. Like this we have to give the variable names when you want in your program. So important variables are not storage container in Python. So if you have an earlier exposure for programming, we must have an idea about variables, but Python variables are not created in the form most other programming language do. Most programming language created variables and store container, but in Python we are not storing the variables in the form of container here. So this is a traditional programming language variable. Like this we have to give the statement, then values, then it is stored in the container, and then address one particular address also the value will get. Then here, but Python does not, here in some another language, but here Python language is given, but Python does not this differentially. Memory has literal values at defined memory location, and each memory location has memory address. So here 14 is given there. 14 memory is 20200. 15 memory location is 20216. Like this the memory location is also mentioned here. When you give the statement age equal to 15, variable age will be created as a label pointing to memory location where 15 is stored. So here 15 is stored in 20216. Like this the variable will read. Then when you get the statement age 20, the label age will be have same location, and earlier it will refer to value 20 which is at different location. So first of all, if you have given the value of 5, and then afterwards if you are asking the age value of 20, so immediately the value will change the age. A statement age is given there, variable age is given there, then after that 15 the age equal to 20 is given there, the after that 20 age 20 equal to 20 memory will show here. Like this it change because it does not it does not need a container to store a variables. Always the variables will changing here. Then the thus variables in Python do not have fixed locations, unlike other programming languages. The location they refer to changes every time their values change. This rule is not for all types of variables though. It become clear too in the next chapter where we talk about the mutable and immutable types. So student, next class will learn about the L values and R values. Thank you.